Hi, I'm Jim Gordon.
And I'm Lita Leapins. Welcome to another edition of Our City Tonight.
Oh, Lita, early summer, late spring in the air. We got so much to cover today, and boy, what a nice dress you're wearing. Who's that from?
Thank you. This is by Blushing Boutique. They always dress me in beautiful outfits.
I've asked them to dress me, but they kind of took a pass on that one, didn't they?
No, you don't look so good in florals.
That's right. Oh, we got so much coming up in this edition of Our City Tonight. Let's get right to it.
This episode of Spirits Up is brought to you by Evolve Cellars and Time Winery.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, if you live downtown, chances are you've probably stopped by the second floor bar that's called Blackbird on Dunsmuir, right near Hornby and Burrard. And it's time for another segment with one of our favorite people, Krista Lee.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Oh, you're here too.
So, Krista Lee, we have something really special, as we usually do, but this is extra special today. Can you share a little bit about the first wine we're drinking?
Absolutely. So the first one we have today, we're really excited about. It's our McWater Chardonnay, our 2014. And excited about the wine, but really thrilled because we actually just won a gold medal at the Chardonnay du Mont.
Very nice.
So this is the international competition for Chardonnays. So that's all that the competition is. So it's about the best in the world. And so we were honored and thrilled to win a gold medal, which is very exciting.
Wow, congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you.
And if you've been watching the show since we started, I was never a Chardonnay fan, but I have become one. And this is a different one. I love this. So let's try this.
Yeah, cheers. So a little bit different than the 13, which we had, which was bigger, bolder, a little more buttery. This still has some of that butterscotch characteristic, but a little more vanilla, a little more subtle flavors than the 13 was sort of bigger and bolder and really nicely integrated.
Now, I always ask you about food pairings. Are there different food pairings for this brand of Chardonnay compared to the other ones
The
you've
other one,
tried?
yeah, I think this one, because it's a little bit leaner, it's got a little more acidity to it. It's actually a little more versatile because the acidity is what balances it when you pair with food, because you can have that rich dish and then the acidity will cut through some of that fatness or richness. So it's really more of a better balanced pairing. So.
Very nice. And food-wise?
Oh, this I think fantastic with sablefish, halibut, prawns, crab, chips. Of course, I was going to say that as well, but you know how much I love potato chips and Chardonnay. So.
This is fantastic. I can see why it did so well. Now, we should be asking, as we always do, is this available? Can people find it on your website or is it in the store?
It's available on our website, BQA stores, and private liquor stores.
Very nice. Okay. Cheers.
Great.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Well, since we're heading into early summer, we're going to come back in just a little bit with Krista Lee and try some great new summer wines.
Well, we're back here at the Blackbird, and we're heading into late spring, early summer, and really excited to try some new summer wines here with Krista Lee.
Yeah, what are we trying first, Krista?
So, absolutely, right? You want fresh, fruity, new releases. So, I brought our 2016 Gewürztraminer, which we've just released. So, this is grown 100% on site at the winery in Summerland. Our vineyard overlooks the lake. We've got a restaurant, a beautiful setting. Gewürztraminer is, first of all, it's hard to say. So, a lot of people don't order it.
After a couple drinks, yeah, I can't. There's no way. I can't even say it's sober.
Well, if you break it into two, Gewürz means spice in German, and it's got a spicy characteristic. And Traminer is the area in which it was originally grown. So that's how the grape got its name. So it's got a little spiciness to it. Usually it has a little rose petal characteristic, and I don't care for that. It reminds me of my grandmother's bathroom, so I don't like that. I like this. It's got more lychee nut, pink grapefruit. It's beautiful with like a Thai curry or Indian food or something that's got a little spice to it.
Oh, that's lovely.
I do taste the rose, though.
A little bit of rose hip, exactly, but not overpowering, right?
And I can sense your grandmother's bathroom too, actually.
No, but not soapy. It's not soapy.
Right? And sometimes can be overly perfumey, so yeah.
And because it's got a spice to it, you're saying that it's good with spiced food.
Absolutely,
Really?
yeah. So again, it's got a little bit of residual sugar to it and great acidity, beautiful with a cheese board, fruit platter, but yeah, some spice.
Okay.
Yum.
Curries.
Rosé. I love rosé. You have another rosé for us.
Rosé,
oh my
exactly.
God.
We're big rosés. I love pink, right?
Yes.
So yes.
Perfect.
So this is our Evolve Rosé, our 2016. Again, just released. This is 100% Merlot and grown right on site at the winery in Summerland as well. And so Merlot, it's got some great strawberry characteristics to it, some watermelon, very fresh. It's a little bit sweet on the front palate, but then finishes with this lovely acidity. So to me, it's a little bit like a Jolly Rancher. Sweet up front, a little bit sour at the end.
Nice, okay.
Yeah. Perfectly paired with something with a cream sauce, something with sun-dried tomatoes, pork dishes, you know, just a patio on a hot day.
Exactly.
So-
Perfectly paired with a patio. I think
Exactly.
that's, yeah.
Which I think will be our next segment. We're heading to patio country very, very soon. Hey, thanks for coming on as always. And we're here at Blackbird, a great place to check out downtown. And cheers.
Cheers. Thanks so much.
Okay,
Happy
thank you.
spring.
Cheers.
Happy spring.
Happy spring, and we're heading into summer.
Summer soon.
This segment of Spirits Up was brought to you by Evolved Cellars and Time Winery.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well, Jim, we're here on Granville Island at the Vancouver Fish Company restaurant. And this is for the kickoff, the VIP launch of the BC Shellfish and Seafood Festival that we actually went to last year.
That's right. We come here every year to the launch, but last summer we took our City Tonight over to Vancouver Island. I tell you, we ate and drank beautifully. Here's a little taste, pardon the pun. Well, it's hard to believe that was almost a year ago, but time flies. We had a great time over there. Rained a lot, but that was okay. Didn't dampen any spirits.
No, the Islanders were fabulous, and I'm originally from the island, so totally appreciated it. So
Yeah,
let's check out this party tonight, Jim. Well, Ed, thanks for spending some time with us today. You have been a long-time participant in the BC Shellfish and Seafood Fest. Can you give us a little bit of insight into when you first started with?
Well, it was like a vision that Comox Valley Economic Development Society had years ago, and now it's one of the biggest in the western provinces, and it's just an amazing event. It does so much for our community, so much for the shellfish industry, so much for the seafood industry, and so much for the businesses in the Comox Valley. It's absolutely amazing how an event like this, look at this, what's happening here in Vancouver, how excited everybody's going to come to the Comox Valley for our event over there. But it just shows you what's happening with this industry in the seafood area on Vancouver Island and British Columbia.
So what kind of changes have you seen over the years that you've participated?
I think creating more of an awareness of the product and what is growing here and what is harvested here on the British Columbia coast, and especially on Vancouver Island in the Comox Valley.
Wonderful. Well, it's beautiful, and we've been there for that festival, and we look forward to coming back.
Okay, perfect. And welcome everybody, and we want everybody to come this year.
You know, because I live downtown, I'm very guilty of not coming over to the west side, and I'm glad I did, though, because I've discovered a great restaurant, and we're here today at that restaurant. It's an award-winning restaurant. We're going to talk more about those awards in just a few seconds, but I'm with the owners, Renee and Dave of Baru Latino. You and your wives, Nina and Zita, opened this place 8 years ago. Guys, people coming in here for the first time, what can they expect?
Does know that we're still married?
I tell you what, I don't know if there's a lot of people married that have restaurants as long as you guys, but congratulations
Wow.
on that,
Yes,
first of
thank
all.
you, yes.
And we'll be talking to your wives later.
Yes, thank you very much.
So, yes.
Confirm that, please.
Confirm that, yes. But I'm coming in here for the first time.
Yeah.
What can I expect?
You know, what you can expect is that when you come in here, you don't need to be downtown to have a downtown experience or feel. You walk in the door and you automatically feel like, okay, you feel at home, relaxed, the lighting, the music, and the clientele, the people that work for us and how we're here makes you feel welcome immediately. And that's a big plus on when someone's coming in and exploring a new spot.
And Dave, you guys decided on South American cuisine for someone who maybe has not experienced that before. What can they look to enjoy in your restaurant?
Well, so South American is traditionally not very spicy, lots of sauces, a lot of fruit base. We have everything from vegan to your biggest carnivore, meats, seafood, shellfish, veggies, just about anything. Great wine, great cocktails, great service, great room.
Now, guys, you've got a lot of great items on your menu, but you've chosen mussels. So tell our viewers why you picked this one item.
Well, like mussels, we have an abundance of mussels on the West Coast, obviously, and locally, which we like to showcase. So we have either from like Cortez Island or Salt Spring Island. And what we wanted to do is bring kind of a Latin flair to them. So we add fresh chipotle paste. So we have a Spanish chorizo, and we have our homemade flatbread. And those combinations with a nice cream and diced tomatoes, it just makes it just a gorgeous dish. And we've been just told time and time again, people come back and they say this is the best mussels in the city.
Well, I tell you what, before we dig into this,
Yes.
speaking of best, we should mention, all modesty aside, there's a lot of restaurants in this town. Can you talk about the 2 awards you've just recently been awarded?
Well, we just got awarded, became second in the Georgia Strait Golden Plate Awards, which is fantastic. Again, being in this industry and for the amount of time and to have all this competition to still be relevant that way is amazing.
Yeah.
And we also just got first in Vancouver with the Vancouver Courier, which is amazing for the best Latin restaurant in the city.
Okay, best mussels in the city. I'm about to put that to the test. Oh. You know what, guys, I was saying to you before, I'm not a big spice guy. This is the right temperature.
Thank you.
Really, really nice.
Yeah, no, thank you very much.
Congratulations on this. Well, we're going to come back later in the show to Baru Latino, and we're going to talk to your wives, Zita and Nino. This should be interesting.
Yes.
You guys actually created some products in the store, and they have launched a line of those products. We're going to tell you where you can find them and what the products are. Cheers.
Don't forget, you can check out our City Tonight YouTube channel for past episodes. Alita and I are here at the Pinnacle Harborfront Hotel for what should be a fantastic evening.
Absolutely. It's the first annual Monte Carlo Gala for the Variety Children's Charity, and they're raising money for mobility units this time around.
Yeah, it should be a great night, and it's always wonderful when it's for a great cause.
Absolutely.
Cheers. Let's go check it out.
Well, Christy, what a gorgeous night you have put together for this evening. What's different about tonight?
Well, tonight we're introducing a new crowd to Variety, the children's charity. We recently launched our campaign, our Variety Kids Can campaign, and tonight we're focusing on one pillar of that, which is our mobility. So we're raising money tonight to help kids with wheelchairs, walkers, vans,
You know what's great too is I'm seeing a lot of young people here tonight, people in their 20s and 30s. That's a good sign.
It is a good sign. And this is a whole new crowd. I would say over 80% of the people here tonight have never been to a Variety event, and we want to introduce Variety to a bigger crowd and show them we're more than just a telethon. We help kids all year round, and the more people we can get involved and share what we do with, the more people will support BC Kids.
Congratulations. And she didn't go too close to my microphone either.
No, I didn't. But I was talking right to it.
Thanks, Christy.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, we're back here at the award-winning restaurant on the west side at Alma and Broadway known as Baru Latino. We've talked to the husbands. Now we're here with the wives, Nina and Zita, to talk about something really interesting. There's a lot of great restaurants in town, but not all of them make their own products. Guys, let's talk about this. These products began here at the restaurant, and you take it from there.
Sure. Zita and I decided in 2015 to start our own company. We have a great product. It's been an award-winning restaurant for many years. So we thought, why don't we take our amazing products and package them and sell them? So that's what we decided to do in 2015.
And Zita, can you talk a bit about the products we have in front of us that are all available to the viewers and your customers?
Absolutely. So we have 3 fresh products. We've got a salsa, a guava barbecue sauce, amazing sweetness from the guava, and a chimichurri, which I'd probably say is our most trademark item on the menu at Baru, as well as one of our best sellers. And a hot sauce. This has been made through the restaurant and packaged here. And 2 rubs. We've got a dry rub, really smoky, sweet, savory, great for all your grilled meats, and then a steak rub.
And people coming into the restaurant, of course, they can sample these here and they can get them here or at your website.
That's right.
But we should also say congratulations, another big accomplishment. I can find this on the shelves at Whole Foods, correct?
You absolutely can. Not all Whole Foods locations yet, but we're working on that. So we're at a number in the Lower Mainland, and we'll be on the island shortly.
And we should say that all these products are available in the restaurants.
That's correct, yes.
People can get these chips here as well that I'm enjoying.
Yes, they
Okay.
can, yes.
And of course your website and at certain Whole Foods you can find these products as well.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. One last question before we go. You got 2 couples here owning a restaurant. You all get along okay?
Yes, we do.
I know you two do, but
We
with your
get
husbands?
along great, and our husbands, Yes. ...
Yes. Okay. Excellent. Well, come check this award-winning restaurant out. I tell you, Golden Plate Award from the Georgia Strait and the Courier. It's Baru Latino here at Alma and Broadway. A great place to check out. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Jim.
We'll have more of Our City Tonight right after this.
Well, welcome back to Our City Tonight, and we are out here in Fort Langley in a kind of country western style of town. It's a bit colder than the westerns depict.
And it's also raining, but this is what you do for your music art. Now, Chris Buck, who is a good friend of the Our City Tonight show, he and his band are out here filming their new video, and we like his music, but this new single is going to take him into the next level. It is a great song. We're going to talk to Chris, and we can finally reveal to you in this Our City Tonight exclusive who he's singing with. But first, let's take a look at the new song.
You just gotta say I do. Through the thick and thin, you're everything and more. Together we'll be standing tall. If the world starts to fall, would you walk?
Well, there's a look at some of the great new song from our friend Chris Buck, and Lita and I can finally tell you who he's singing with in this video. It's Kira Isabella, and we got them both right here. We're out in Langley on a cold, rainy day. Yeah. This is what you do for your art. And guys, thanks for joining us for this Our City Tonight exclusive.
Thank you for having us.
Excellent. Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, we're very excited. We're with two award-winning artists. Can you guys tell us a little bit about what brought you two together?
Yeah, I wrote a song I thought was really good, and I pitched it to a record company, and she was the first one I asked. So, and then
that's what he tells me.
Yeah. And I didn't hear anything for a few weeks, so I wasn't too sure if she was gonna do it. And then finally, from her management said she was interested in singing the song with me, and I'm super grateful to have her sing on it, and I think it's a good combination, and it worked well. Yeah.
It must be great too, Chris. You and I have been buddies a long time, about getting somebody in who's a Country Artist of the Year winner, which is fantastic. You guys have both come up very quickly in a brief time. How do you actually both adapt to that? How do you handle that? We'll start with you, Kira.
Oh my goodness. Well, yes, I was signed to Sony when I was very, very young. I was just graduating high school, and you know, it didn't change my life that much in the beginning. I think the coolest thing I get to do is travel and meet people like you and do things like this, and you know, I get doors open and songs that come to me, like people from Chris, and it's amazing. It's wonderful.
Very nice. You, buddy?
Yeah, I did the opposite thing. I just played in a bunch of bars for years, and I happened to write a couple of good songs. I got on the radio, and yeah, here I am.
Wow. But you guys find too, Lita and I were watching videos that you guys have done and everything. Do you find that it's the social media aspect and the video aspect is really demanding as well? I mean, here we are, we're out in Langley on a cold, rainy day, but you got to be able to shoot. You got to be able to connect with the viewers and everything.
Pointing at me, I've been Snapchatting and Instagramming and doing all of that stuff all day. It's so important to me, and I think we have such a platform, and we can instantly connect with the people that are buying our music and listening to our music and coming to our shows, and it means the world to me that I can personally thank them, and it's very cool. They get a window into what we're doing and the behind the scenes kind of aspect of it.
We're actually very excited. This is double star power here, and so we're so excited that you're getting to spend a little bit of time with us here at Our City.
Very nice. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, we're excited to do this, and we will be in a later show. We're going to tell you how you can win copies of Chris's CD, and because we know him, we could probably twist his arm and get him to autograph them for you too. So guys,
he might even give you a Chris puck.
A Chris puck.
That's a puck, guys. That's a P, not the other letter. Okay.
Oh, okay. This is a family show, Jim.
We're with musicians. This is how they roll. Anyway, guys, stay warm today, and thank you both for joining us today. I know you got a lot of filming to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Great continued success, and we'll see you back here in Vancouver again really soon.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Cheers. Insozia is a safe and effective sleep aid. Insozia does not use drugs to induce sleep cycles, has no addiction, and no tolerance buildup. It is a unique patented formula which includes natural traditional Chinese herbal medicine. Insozia is manufactured in Canada, formulated by doctors with 10 years clinical research, by a manufacturer with 21 years of experience. For more information, go to vivahealthsolutions.com. This health and wellness segment is brought to you by Viva Nutraceuticals, makers of Insozia.
We're here for our health and wellness segment, at Live Health Center at Oak Ridge Center. And I'm here with a very special gentleman to talk about insomnia. Now, insomnia affects about 40% of the population. It's probably a lot more than people think. So, what is insomnia exactly?
Insomnia is the inability of falling asleep, or when you wake up at night you feel like you did not have a good rest and you don't feel really, really good.
Okay, and so what are the symptoms? How would somebody know that they actually have insomnia?
So you feel like you are really fatigued, you are lethargic, you have trouble to work and to do any kind of task because your physical and your mental abilities are touched and disturbed by the lack of sleep.
And then, as I understand from our discussions, is that there's a couple types of insomnia to be recognized.
Totally. There is the true insomnia, and we have the transitory insomnia. So the true insomnia is the inability of sleep due to either you cannot fall asleep, or you wake up at night, or you have dream disturbed sleep. And this happens for at least 2 to 3 months, 3 to 5 times a week. And we have the transitory insomnia, where you have like external factors such as like noises, temperature, if you had coffee or stimulants at night, or if you are suffering from another disease like pain or respiratory disease that push you not to fall asleep. But when these symptoms like factors are removed from the equation, then you go back to your normal sleeping pattern.
Oh, healthy sleeping patterns seem to be so out of reach for so many people. And so once they've come to you and they've been diagnosed, what would you suggest they do? I mean, it can be so disturbing.
Totally. So when I get patients coming to see me, the idea of the traditional Chinese medicine is we actually focus on the person, but at the same time we focus on targeting the root of the problem. So you come to see me and you say, hey Olivier, I have insomnia. I will look at your body and say, okay, find the reason of it, and then treat you accordingly. The treatment will be specifically designed for your body. Usually in Chinese medicine we do a mix of acupuncture, but also Chinese herbs that are very powerful.
Absolutely, and I know people are wanting to go away from taking, drugs per se and moving into the more traditional medicine style, and it's been very, very effective. Is there any particular herbs that they go towards?
There are a few types of herbs that helps to calm the mind. Like in Western world, people know about chamomile. That is very easy to use. But in Chinese medicine, we have different herbs that help specifically to calm the mind and sedate the patient, and the person can actually fall asleep.
Wonderful. So again, what would you give some people some advice on if they suspect that they have insomnia and it's ruining their life?
So I would actually monitor their symptoms, try to see if they have a really pattern of not able to fall asleep or they wake up at night. And then if it's the case, they can always consult any Chinese medicine practitioners for help. Usually consultations are for free, so they can get a good advice on how to change or adjust their lifestyles as well to avoid this pattern.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for spending some time with us today. We really appreciate the advice.
I appreciate it as well. Thank you very much.
This edition of the Health and Wellness segment has been brought to you by Viva Nutraceuticals, makers of Insozia.
Well, Jim, that wraps up another edition of Our City Tonight. We had so much fun.
We sure did. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff.
Come and say hi on our page.
I'm Jim Gordon.
And I'm Lita Leapin.
We'll see you next time on Our City Tonight.